All right, so I guess it's close enough to 8. We can get started. So thank you guys for being here. First day of your rest of your life. All right, big step, big step.
Make it sound like a long class.
Oh, well, not a long class, but a lot of stuff to cover. So, HVAC. You guys, I'm sure everybody has the same general feelings. Nervous, big step, don't know what's going to happen. All that same stuff. I've been teaching for 8 years, and the same classes all start out right where you are. And the big thing is you have to start somewhere. And you guys have made that first step, and right here you're starting. So that's fantastic. So congratulations on your very first step. These next 4 months will change the entire rest of your life. So think about how long you plan on living, and think about just this little segment of time that's going to change all the rest of that. So there's only 2 paths you have from here. You get to choose which one you want. You can, or you can't. Whichever one your mindset is the correct one. If right now you're thinking that you can't do this, you're already setting yourself up for that problem. But if you think, I can do this, then you will. It goes back to, think about driving. Anybody remember driver's ed? It's been a while for me. I still remember my driver's ed class. There was I remember there was this girl in the car that I was driving with, and I was so nervous because I had a crush on her, and so it was twice as bad. But I remember before I went to driver's ed, I depended on other people to drive me around. I was at the mercy of everybody else and everything else. And when I went to driver's ed, there was a lot of stuff we had to learn. We had to study what a stop sign was. Can you remember back that far? Having to study now you're looking back going, I can't believe I had to study what a stop sign was. You look back, had to study yield signs and the railroad track signs and what the speed limit was in a residential zone. We had to study all of these things. And now they just come natural to us. So a lot of HVAC's that same way. There's going to be a lot of stuff we're talking about that right now is going to be new and different and difficult, but it's not going to take long, and it's just going to be like, wow, I can't believe I had to study that. That's so obvious now. You're going to look back and be like, man, some of the stuff, that's so crazy that I had to actually study those things, and I got that wrong in a test. But right now, it's new to you. So right now, you're going to have to spend time studying and spend time going through it. But it's going to be all right. We're here to help you out with that. And like driving, before you're dependent on everybody else getting you around, and now your first step in your career, you're going to be able to move over to that driver's seat and take control. There's 2 things that happen for people to make changes in life. Usually it's either inspiration or desperation. And regardless of which one you're here, you can take this step. Instead of reacting to life, now you can take that step over to taking control of that life. The other things you have to be successful, help you with the can part, is goals. That's not working. Goals. Goals are extremely important in life. We have to have goals to be successful. Think of a ship. A ship they just drive around through the sea randomly. Anybody? No? They have some place they want to go, right? Yeah. They have some destination they want to get to. It's very important. You got to have a destination. So think about what your goals are. And don't just think about them. What you really need to do is write them down. There is power in writing stuff down. So take your goals, write them down. Physically put them on paper. Makes a big step. Think about what your goals are. You want to have short-term goals and you want to have long-term goals. Obviously, your short-term goal is to make it through these 4 months, right? It's the short-term goal. And then another short-term goal is your first job. You're getting started. And then after that, think about what your goals are. Everybody's here for a little different reason. Some of you guys may want to have your own company. If that's your goal, what you need to do is go find you a picture of a service van, cut it out, and write on there the name of your company on the side of it. If your goal is to have a house, get a picture of the house you want, cut that out. If your goal is to have a car, get a picture of a car. If your goal is for your kids to go to college, make enough money to save for them, then make a diploma with their picture on it. These goals, what you need to do is make several copies of those goals and put those goals throughout your house. Put one in the bathroom mirror. So you wake up in the morning, you go into the bathroom, there you're seeing your goals. You're seeing that right there. When you start your day out, this is my goal. This is what I'm trying to get to. Put one in your wallet. It's a very important one right there. I'm going to go make this purchase, and there's that goal right there. Is this going to help me get closer to that goal, or is it going to push me farther away from that goal? And if you focus on those goals, it's going to help keep you where you need to be. Same thing with in your car. Put one in the right there in the speedometer. Take your goal as being a diploma for NTI and put that right there by your TV remote. You're going to go watch Netflix, one of those 4-star or 3-star movies, one of the ones that aren't really good, but you're going to watch it anyways, all the way through to the end, and you get to the end, you're like, I can't believe I wasted all my time watching this. So when you pick up that remote, you see that goal there, thinking, man, I could watch this, one of these, another horrible movie, or I could spend a little bit extra time right now studying to put me that much farther ahead. And stay focused on those goals. And it's just like with driving. Go back to the car. Which, in driving, what they say, anybody done performance driving or the practice? What's one thing they say when you're driving? You're having problems, wrecks, what do they say?
Just, you always got to, stay focused. Just,
Stay focused.
Look through the turn, always be, look
Yes.
ahead. Always look ahead.
Look ahead, and they usually simplify it in one thing. Look in the direction you want to go. Look at the direction you want to go. When you're driving, welcome, come on in. When you're driving, you got to look in the direction you want to go. I did this ice driving thing, and it was pretty cool, except while we were doing it, they had these blocks set up, and we came across this skid plate, and we had to take your foot off the brake to make the turn around the side. And everything in your mind says, don't take your foot off the brake. You see this wall, and you hit the brake, and you see that wall, and you have to take your foot off the brake to make the turn. And they would tell us, look in the direction that you want to go. And when I'm going through that, I see this wall, and I know in my mind that I have to take my foot off the brake to make this turn. But I am so focused on this wall, I slam right into the wall. Twice, not once, but twice. The second time, you know what? I'm gonna know it even more. And so, but no, I was looking at the wall, so I slammed right into that wall, and it was just styrofoam, so you go right through it, and everybody laughs. And then he says, okay, now I want you to look in the direction you want to go. Look around that current turn. So first, hit the brakes, looked where I wanted to go, took my foot off the brake, skidded around the corner, and made the turn. If you stay focused on what you want to avoid, you will naturally hit the things that you want to avoid in life as well. You're looking at all the problems you have, looking at all the difficulty you have, and you naturally steer into that. They say that a lot of the wrecks, people look at what they want to avoid, and they naturally steer that way. A lot of cop cars get hit because people see the car and they want to, they're looking at that, they don't want to hit that, and they naturally steer towards what they're trying to avoid. So in life, we got to make sure that we stay focused in the direction we want to go. So those goals are a big part of that. You have your goals, stay focused on that, and you're going to reach that. And it may take you a little bit longer. There may be detours, there may be other turns, maybe there's a stoplight. It may take a little bit longer. But if you stay focused on your goals, you will reach your goals. All right, so far so good? One more thing is, what's bigger, the windshield or the rearview mirror?
Windshield.
The windshield. Why? Why is the windshield bigger?
To pay attention to what's in front of you.
Because where you're going is more important than where you've been. We've all have tons of life that's happened, but we got to stay focused on moving forward. We stay focused on moving forward, we're going to reach those goals, you're going to hit the can, everything's going to work out. All right? So I'm here to help you guys